Okay, okay. Looks like this is part 2. If you have not watched part 1, you will see where it shut off when I was talking about the First Amendment platform for we the people. The First Amendment platform that I am planning to write another lawsuit for we the people as a class action, we the people versus the United States. And it is crimes against humanity for denying the people, for censoring the people's voices, because there are those who do not want the information to get out there for a whole bunch of different stuff. We can control people much easier through fear, the fear of going to hell if you do not listen and do what I say. Oh, stick a mask on it and let's catch mosquitoes with a butterfly net. Spare me, okay? So we the people need a First Amendment platform. We the people need a place to assemble. And when you look at the Christ, he was not one of those preachers that we see with a mansion on the hill overlooking the people who financially support them. So, symbolically, we need a leader who is willing to get in the dirt and work and not just bark out orders of what needs to be done. So, as I had said, I watched, looked, listened, and I have seen and spoken with and know the interests and the effort that the Qs have done for the Patriot movement. So they have great things ahead of them. And over the winter, there is going to be a building of getting information out there. There will be financial rewards that will be coming into this movement in order to get it done. And like the Amish, I see them building a system that can be used and transformed throughout the United States. And it will be similar to what was started in Hagerstown, Maryland, with the community-based everybody working together. Now, there again, we did have people from all over who were supplying goods, but there is so much excess that is out there in the world, and we throw away too much good and don't utilize it. It's, that is something that has got to stop. So I do see that there are great things, great possibilities for this movement. As with the financials of the previous one being in question, I think that this one will learn from those mistakes or problems or whatever you want to call them from the 1776 RM movement, and not just their movement, but also the People's Convoy. There was a lot of money in the Freedom Convoy. There was a lot of money that was misappropriated, and only a few really did benefit financially and not put back into the movement in order to get any of the goals accomplished. And the way the movement was headed, it was like, well, how much money are they going to be spending in legal fees that should have been put towards? You know, if you're going to go into the legal aspect of a movement, you want to be the plaintiff. You don't want to defend yourself, especially when you're guilty of the charge. You know what Santa did? He willingly broke the law. Well, willingly means that, you know, he's got to, you know, he did the crime, now do the time, or he's going to be paying a whole lot of money in legal fees in order to take this and appeal it and keep appealing it up to a higher court. Whereas it's like, well, where's the legal standing on breaking that law? So, you know, it is what it is. And I'm hoping that he is not going to take over this movement. It would be good, excuse me, if he was a part of, you know, this movement, but not to take the reins, because we've already seen what he does with the reins. You know, I mean, it's nosediving. And look at the other videos where I've already predicted what we see going on around us. And it is what it is. But there is going to be quite a few money, few dollars coming in support of this new movement, because we are going to see a big change in people coming and people working, people helping to create, unexpectedly people coming in and helping to create, because they're building this. But there also is going to have to be a garden. You know, there's nothing like working with your hands to heal a person. And all of the past, the majority of the past, have been on an asphalt. Oh, yeah. It was not the right. The people have suffered enough. They have an opportunity for growth here. It's okay. Let's sit down. We the people, what are your ideas? Let's put it all together, because I've already seen the queues can back up and do what needs to be done. But it's not, oh, well, it has to be done this way, or, you know, you are unworthy of being a part of this movement. It's a patriot. You know, if you're proud to be American and you have enjoyed our freedom that many take for granted, then you would want to be a part of this in any way that you can. And there's, yeah, it might not be some people's fun. Some people don't like to get their fingers dirty. I did see that there is a lake on there. And do you know how the Indians used to bathe? They used to go in those creeks and rivers and lakes all year round. And I don't know how many of you who have ever gone into a clear spring. It is amazing how good your body feels by jumping in, and it just totally washes you clean. And